Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we're rejoined by my buddy, the White YouTuber.
What's up guys, the White YouTuber here, and I'm happy to be for a second time here again with No Bullshit. And first off, man, congrats on hitting 100k subs. Lucky motherfucker.
Today we're talking about a video poem from Tiffany Chinese called Dear White People. How original, right? That's like making a poem called Game of Thrones, and then lifting the lines and ideas you spout from that show. But let's give her a chance. Maybe she's got some original thoughts and lyrics in there. Let's check it out.
Dear white people.
And just like that, I'm already annoyed.
We want our shit back. Let's start with skin.
What the fuck did I just hear?
You want your skin back from white people.
What? What the fuck?
You want your skin back from white people. I'm no scientist, but I think one difference between white and black people might be the color of their skin.
You've allowed the sun to kiss you in the most cancerous way. Skin like mahogany. You get it just dark enough for master to mistake you for house nigga. So when he backhands you, you look more red bone than red, dear white people.
I find it highly disturbing that modern day black women are still talking about masters and slaves and shit. I know this is a dramatic poem thingy, but come on. This girl's got to be in an African American studies class or some shit. Maybe her parents are teaching her this shit because otherwise, slavery shouldn't even really be coming up in 2017, current year. Maybe for a couple days or a week in a history class, but that's about it. Dwelling on this shit and not being able to cope with it is why we have so many problems today. Problems that could easily be avoided if people just stopped focusing on fucking slavery. This girl could have made her poem about 100 other topics. I would suggest something more modern and relevant. Hell, I would respect a Trump-hating poem more than this crap. At least Trump is something happening in current year. Slavery is not. Well, except for in the Middle East and Africa. So, if you must talk about slavery, I'd say you should at least address the actual slavery happening in the world. But no, this black bitch just brings up American slavery because maybe one of her ancestors was part of it. So she thinks she can get victim points or something like that.
You want a body like him, don't you? But big boobs and butts isn't something she Kardashian up in the 19th.
All right.
In the 19th century.
Oh god, there always has to be that one that has to let themselves be known. They have to go, that's right, this person's speaking the truth. Everyone about to be woke right now. And what the fuck is with these damn finger snaps at these stupid fucking poetry shits?
Sarki Sarah Bartman was one of two women taken from their tribes in Africa, showcased around London like circus.
I'm sure we could find all kinds of fucked up shit in the past if we look hard enough, and that far back. Since you like bringing up dirt on white people, let me return the favor, lady. Ever heard of the Rwandan genocide? It's a horrible story of the time when the Hutu government brutally slaughtered almost 1 million Tutsis. That's black on black mass murder, and guess what? This was in 1994, a mere 23 years ago. But you know what? I'm not as dense as you, so I'm not gonna hold this over your head. I'm not gonna hold past tragedies over the head of modern day black people in America. Holding barely related history over the heads of modern ancestors is kind of an African American thing, and I don't want to take that from you. We've already taken enough.
Then dissected like animal to see what was in African women that made their butts and boobs so big. And now you sit on those same operating tables as if they found the answer. Asses became assets, dear white people.
You know what else is funny about this? The woman is mentioning a black woman from 200 years ago who was paraded around in Europe because people were in awe of her big ass. Seems pretty demeaning, I know, but modern day black women are doing this shit to themselves on Instagram. Miss Miami, for example, has gotten famous just for that. She posts pics of her big fake black ass every day on Insta, twerking and sharing videos and everything.
Hold up. I don't know what to call. She ain't my gal, she ain't my bitch, I don't know what to call. She bring that paper back, she make it stack, I don't know what to call. Yeah. She ain't my main, she don't play games, I just wanna score.
Pretty gross, right? Well, if this is how black women like to show off their booties now, I'm willing to bet this Bartman chick from 200 years ago might have been cool with it at the time too. Modern race baiters like this poet want to make it seem like she was an oppressed animal, but Bartman could have loved the money and attention as much as Miss Miami loves it today.
Jesus was born in Jerusalem, which is in Israel, continent of Africa.
Oh boy, here comes the we was kangs shit. Jesus was black is what I'm guessing she's going for here. But I wouldn't call Israel a part of Africa myself. It's in the Middle East, between Africa and Asia to be specific. So it's close, but it's not African.
Middle Eastern part of the world, so tell me, who is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Those names scream King James. You passed our identities around like triangle trade.
Yes.
You're giving us master's names.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yes.
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 Are you saying yes or fucking Diaz?
My name is Jeff.
I mean, Jesus Christ, lady, did you even try?
Jeff.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm glad you brought up the triangle trade, actually. I mean, I'm not. I still think you're dwelling too much on parts of your race's history that make you uncomfortable, but let's talk about this. It's called the triangle trade for a reason, because there was a three-way trade from Africa to America, then Europe, and back to Africa. That means the slaves weren't stolen or kidnapped by the Americans. They were traded for fair and square, and they were traded out of Africa by other Africans. Their own people enslaved them, but this poet wants to put all the blame on the Americans who bought them, and now she wants to blame modern white Americans for that. It's just ridiculous.
Even been so dominant to give Jesus your eyes, skin, and hair. Dear white people.
You mean kinda like how you're trying to give Jesus your eyes, skin, and hair? What a fucking hypocrite.
I see them box braids, them flat twists, but them kinks don't belong to you. That crooked fro been passed down my bloodstream. Hair soaked in coconut oil and grease, you'll never understand how my grandmother's scalp feels.
I don't give two shits about your grandmother. And white people, like all people, have a right to do whatever the fuck they want with their hair.
Perm burning conformity into her mind, and you, Christopher Columbus, my crochets into your YouTube channel where your Sunday
All right.
mornings ever filled with hot comb on stove next to breakfast, hair, grease popped on hair.
I really don't even think this lady holding the camera is really paying attention. She just snaps and says alright every time she hears a buzzword like Christopher Columbus. In fact, I don't even think this poet knows what she's talking about. She's just parroting we was kangs and anti-white shit she heard in a gender studies course or something.
Did your mama ever pop you for getting too tender-headed? You know, slaves wore head wraps to keep owner from owning more than he paid for. Make us ugly. Do you even have use for bonding, dear white people?
I honestly think modern day blacks talk more about slavery than the actual slaves did. The real slaves probably talked about food or music or sex maybe on their time off. These modern millennial blacks like to talk about masters, slaves, and lynchings in their free time. Fucking sadistic weirdos.
I see you got enough rhythm to get into the hip-hop awards now. Them trap beats got you asserting your dominance in our native tongue. You know hip-hop was a free man's anthem. You somehow slipped your ankle into our chains.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? So white people aren't allowed in the hip-hop world? What else do you want to be segregated today? Do you not want white people in the NBA? Do you not want white people on any show on BET? Do you not want white people to step foot into any chicken and waffle? I mean, Christ, lady, you do realize segregating people based off the color of their skin is discrimination, right?
I don't think hip-hop was around in the 1860s though. They were singing gospel music and chain gang songs. Lord gon' pick a bale of cotton.
Our chains around your neck. Wading in my grandmother's water, drinking my grandfather's 40, slipped into the 40 acres for the house party. But dear white people, you weren't invited to the house party. Take off that black face, pull up your pants. You don't have a patent on blonde hair, but you're still safe on all parts of the town as long as someone calls you that cool white person. Don't follow Kylie.
I love how white people can't have a patent on blonde hair, or anything for that matter. But this girl unironically claims everything she can for black people, even stuff they had no part of. How can she not see the hypocrisy here?
Those lips aren't hers either. Miley was never twerking. Her hips couldn't get to the rhythm of those drums. Rachel was the wrong race at the wrong times. We can't even have our own industries. You will call this culture appropriation. But dear white people, we want our shit back. Woo!
So basically, in the end, all she talks about in this poem is slavery, Jesus was black, the Kardashians, and she wants black people's shit back from whites. What a modern and hip black lady. She's a welfare queen in the making if I've ever seen one. I mean, welfare comes from the government, which is mostly funded by white people's taxes. Pretty much the same thing this poet is asking for in her work. She wants stuff from white people. I don't really know what though, I think everything. Seems like she has this we was kangs mentality. The one that finds a way to make everything being owned by black people originally. And that's a crock of shit. Here's just a few things white people came up with that this bitch is using right here in the video. For one, the English language, poetry, the lighting on that stage. Hell, even the smartphone she's filming vertically with. Fucking hacks. Pretty much everything here but this girl's skin color can be justly attributed to white people. But hey, I'm just a simple man with simple pleasures, here defending my tribe and country. What do you guys think? When will this dear white people shit finally end? I knew that show would inspire more and more crap like this, like I said in my other videos. Crap that's negative thinking and just bad for the psyches of black people, if you ask me. Thanks for watching No Bullshit, and thanks again to the white YouTuber for joining us. Check out his channel for more fun reviews and other cool stuff. Link below. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. See y'all next time. And don't forget, this show is funded and supported by viewers like you. Like, comment, and subscribe for new videos every week. Hit that bell button below to get email notifications of our new uploads. We also have merchandise such as shirts, sweaters, stickers, and coffee mugs in our Teespring store. Join our Patreon to support monthly for as low as $1. You can get bonus videos and all kinds of cool stuff. There's also Amazon affiliate links and all of our other links in the description below. Thanks again for watching and supporting. One more thing, I want to give a special thanks to these amazing Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. You guys went above and beyond the rest, and I love you so much for it. If anyone else wants to donate or join our Patreon crew, link in the description. We're going to be setting up more videos and live streams very soon. Thanks again.